Guys, Arbiter G Vadim here, and okay, this is going to be a very important video for all your scuba divers out there, maybe even some firefighters, well, maybe, I don't know. So, in front of me, I have a very interesting tank. Alright, I gave it a new coat of paint because it was getting kind of rusty. That's the original color. It was just nicked everywhere. Alrighty, that's the current hydro on it, and we'll get to that in a second. What I want to get to right here, okay, it's 3 alloy, or 3, I think that's 3 gauge aluminum, E6498, alright, manufactured date, the January 1977, and that's that up arrow. What does this mean? Well, a lot of people that own scuba shops or have some experience in scuba are looking at me, shaking their heads right now, and saying, how dare you use a tank like that? Okay, here's where things get a little iffy. So back in the day, nowadays I guess you could say, this E6498 tank was evidently a bad batch of tanks, regardless to the aluminum alloy, and what I mean by bad is this would result in a rupture or neck cracking and almost killing or seriously injuring the person filling the tank. So, why do I have one, and why does it say 1000 psi? Well, this is why. All those hoaxes, or all those claims about bad aluminum, that is not true if you have a certain inspection or hydro sticker or indentation. If you just have a September 9th, whatever, 2015, without this VE, that means, yes, it can be a bad tank, and the person that hydroed it may not have known what they were doing. However, if you do have a 1977, I think it was below, anything before 80 something, I'm not too good about the dates, look up that one up, but there's 2 batches here. We have E6498, and then we have a 58 something out there. So, and like I said, this tank will not be good unless it has the VE. What does the VE mean? Well, jargon, I know jargon is visual eddy. And this means that when they tested this tank, they knew about this E6498 alloy, and they knew, hey, this can be dangerous. History on the tank, it was firefighter use. So I think the reason it got through the hydro process during that time is because it's stamped manufacturer 77. Sorry about the focus here. And then the last hydro after 77 was done in 88, 799 or 88, and we have 94, 6th of 94. We have let's see, 99, and we have 15. So yeah, the hydros are kind of scattered, but for fire use, they weren't too big on hydros. Mostly they just replaced the tank. This is an old firefighting tank. It's seen service, but it works very well. Alright, here we go. So what is a visual eddy? A visual eddy is an inspection done by a professional DOT certified hydro tester. And not all hydro area or hydro testing units will have these. A VE test is done by a computer. And from what I understand, the computer will look at the inside of the tank, and it looks for scratches, marks, micro cracks. It can scan the tank up to the electron microscope level. So that's how it works. And because this was sent out to a hydro person that knew how to do that, it passed. Thank God. So it's got a fresh hydro on it, pretty brand new actually. Yeah, anyways, it passed, and it was all good to go. So, now, you rarely rarely see E6498 batch. Mainly because the Department of Transportation, DOT, kind of put a thing out there that said, hey, if you have a aluminum tank that has that number and that alloy on it, throw it out, it's bad, this and that. That's true. While that's true for some tanks, I'll admit, some tanks did rupture and they can explode. And there will be some hydro people that will instantly see that number, and sometimes they won't even hydro it. They'll just say, oh, it's a bad tank. It's aluminum and it's the bad alloy. Which drives me crazy because sometimes, like we see here, that is not true. Okay. I'm mainly making this video because there has been a lot of scuba shops that don't understand what this VE means. And regardless of what it is and its current hydro, they will not fill it. They don't want to come anywhere near this tank. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to do anything with it. It really made me mad. So I went to a very good, amazing scuba diving shop today, and he actually walked me through how to rebuild this O-ring, maintenance on the valve, and how to fill it up, and showed me his whole entire setup, which was really, really cool. It's a place over here in San Antonio, Texas, in Universal City. I think it's called Draeger Scuba, or DD Diving. That's Delta Diving. Amazing service out there. I'll give him 5 stars, 6 stars if I could. But he told me about this. He told me do's, don'ts, how to maintenance it. That's a little bit of wear and tear from the crescent wrench. How to maintenance it and what to do with it. And he filled it up, so I kind of used some of it just for the apparatus, my MSA. This is right here. Yeah, I'm using Scout with MSA. Get over it. Yeah, so it was at 25 earlier, and I guess he said this was at about a 45-minute tank, so. Yes, I just really wanted to get that point crossed, because there's been so many people that don't understand how these work and what that stamp means, and they'll just say, oh no, we're not going to touch it. Oh, that's weird that they hydroed it. I didn't think they would. Well, yeah, they have a lot to learn. I'm not dissing any scuba shops out there. You know, I'm pretty sure you have had explosions happen before as a result. But I am saying, if someone does come through with a hydro date like this and it has the VE stamp, sorry, there's not many excuses you can use there to deny it. It's perfectly safe, and hopefully this tank will last a little bit longer. Aluminum tanks will last forever if you take care of them, from what I understand. And that this one's kind of proving my point. I mean, we're going from 1977 to 2015 September. Not bad. She got another 5 years on her, or 4 years now. It's December? No, it's still November. It's November here. 2200 psi. 2216. Scott. By Luxifer. But yes, amazing product. I got this one off eBay. I saw that hydro. I knew what the VE was, and I said, okay, I need this one. This is mine. So yeah, cool. But just like I said, I wanted to get that point across. Any more things I should get out of the box here? Let's see here. Testing. Oh yes, okay. On eBay, there are a ton of carbon fiber composite tanks being sold. Alright. Sorry to say this for all the sellers out there. They're bad tanks. Do not buy them. I wouldn't even buy a 2001 tank. Reason being, if you take a carbon fiber tank and you take it hydroed and it's past 15 years, sometimes they won't even bother to hydro it. They'll fail it. It's out of its life, and it's not worth the time to hydro, and it's not worth the money. Of course, you still have to pay it. Ha ha. But anyways, it's just not worth it. They're not going to do it, and it will not be passed, and that's 100% guarantee. And they're not going to do it. So if you're really looking into getting a tank that's going to last you for paintball, or if you have a personal SCBA set, like I guess not many people do, get yourself an aluminum tank. Newer, older, whatever. It's going to last you forever. And like I said, you can get this. The only problem is you got to find a scuba shop in town that's willing to touch it and fill it. The guy also performed a visual inspection for me, so that's what that is. But so it's good for I think a year, I'm assuming. Coronado. Oh yeah, this guy's address right there. He's actually switching addresses. That's his phone number. If anybody's here in San Antonio, that's his information. The best scuba guy ever. Very helpful, and if you have a problem with your apparatus, you bring it in and he'll fix it right there for you. If he's not too busy, he'll fix it right there and he'll teach you how to fix it yourself. Awesome, awesome guy. But anyways, like I said, if you're looking for paintball, sorry I'm repeating myself, looking for paintball, or just have an air tank for something, welding, I don't know, get yourself aluminum, and make sure it's got that VE test if it is a older tank. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to get a point across. And watch out for those 15-year expired composite tanks with the carbon fiber or plexiglass wrapping. Be very cautious of those things on eBay. Alright guys, hopefully you got some education out of this video. Happy buying, and make sure you know what you're buying before you buy it. KG5, IWQ, and Arbor G Vatum, signing off, 73.